Hi there, good morning. This is Joy, and I'm coming from my kitchen. I just did the dishes. So this is another episode of Praying for the World, giving healing and light to the world, which I feel like we really need at this point. So let me turn this around so you can see what I've got here. Okay, I really felt this with the wand and the sword. The sword is past. The wand is on top. It's in charge now, but they are forever intertwined. Do you see that? So the wand, which is very light as opposed to the heavy sword, the wand is actually more powerful, and that's the energy that we're in right now. These are some stones that I've got there. This is a central point. So these dark areas are turning white. We've got tarot cards here. This represents abundance. These are like little tiny coins. And then I've got my pendulum. This is my representation of the world right here. And this is, gosh, I can't remember what that one is. Anyway, here's some more stones. And this is my tarot card, beautiful tarot cards with a crystal on top of it, and more of there's a pendulum there and more stones there. Okay, so let me get down like this. All right, so a couple of days ago, I got a very clear download. What I mean by download is it was a concept that immediately went into my mind, and I saw pictures on my third eye. That's a concept. If somebody actually, I'm hearing somebody talk to me, that's something different. A concept, it doesn't need a language, which is great. And the whole thing happens at once. It's a big block of information as opposed to somebody just spending, a half an hour talking to you about something. I've had both, but I think the downloads are actually, um, they give you more and better information. Anyway, so what I saw was a straight line. Okay. And I'm going to use my wand here. Well, this isn't really straight, but it was a straight line. And this represents your life. Okay. So before you come down, you agree to certain things happening during that lifetime that will progress your soul. It will be a test. Okay. So according to what I saw, there are little notches in this timeline. There are little notches. And you might say, well, what about free will? Well, you do have free will. You have free will and how you react to these certain instances. And what they showed me was they were sort of like a lock. Now, locks and a key, they have a certain way that the key can go in and no other key can get in there. And so that's what this lifeline is. You've got little notches in here that are those instances, and only let's see, how do you say this? Only one certain instance will go in each one of these notches. And I could hear it click in there. So only those will go in, because you're thinking, well, all these certain things happen to me or happen around me. How come none of those come into my lifeline? And it's because you've agreed to have certain things happen. And like being a famous musician or whatever, maybe wasn't one of them, even though you are a really great musician. Have you ever wondered why, when you're so talented, you're a talented writer, musician, you're a real great businessman, why those things never work out? That could be the reason why, because you've agreed to get different lessons, and those will not give you those lessons that you've agreed to. So I'm not saying that free will is off the table. It's not. You can react a whole bunch of different ways to these certain things. So there's your free will right there. Anyway, that's what I got. All right, so let's go ahead and hold my wonderful world in my hand here. It feels so nice. Mm, I can feel the energy from this stone. It's a pink quartz, by the way. It's a mothering stone, which I think is a perfect representation of the earth, the Mother Earth, and how she takes care of us. And are we reciprocating? Are we taking care of her? Sometimes I don't think so. Sometimes I think we're more concerned with hurting other people and getting in wars. Sometimes I think that's true. And getting in these wars and acting warlike is not stronger. It's not. Think about water. Think how soft water is, but how powerful it ultimately is. You get enough water, you get enough people together, and they can withstand what appears to be very powerful. So keep that in mind. All right, let's close our eyes. I don't know if you've seen in Disney movies because it looked like I was looking at a cartoon, but I saw myself, flying around like doing diagonal kind of weaving through, and then I was in a forest, and I'm looking through the forest, and there's a village down there, and I'm flying down to the village, and behind me is this sparkling kind of energy coming out. It's falling all over everything, and it's making it sparkle. It's not just me, okay? That's all I could see though. But obviously, we're all doing that. We're all doing that. And the world thanks you. And we thank the universe for all this beautiful abundance that we've been given. Outside, the sky is a Virgin Mary blue. It's that gorgeous, gorgeous blue with a lot of white in it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's hard to describe, but that's where it is right now with clouds, and there's a little bit of wind. It's beautiful out. All right, let's look lastly at our card. I have shuffled these previously, so I don't know what this one is. Okay, I can't see very well. Base Chakra. This is telling us to ground. Do you see how this is reddish color? So this is in your groin area. And if you can, take off your shoes and go outside and stand in the grass. And what you want to do is imagine tentacles coming out of your feet and anchoring you to the ground. And feel Mother Earth holding those roots dear to her so you won't fall. You're not going to falter. It's a tight, tight connection. And when you're feeling out of control, upset, like nothing good will happen, this will help you. Feel the roots coming out of your feet and into the ground. If you can't get to grass, maybe stick your feet in water. And maybe if you cannot get out at all, you can't get water, go ahead and just stand tall and still feel those roots going through the floor into the earth. It's all about intention. Feel that cracking the cement or whatever you're standing on right into the earth. That's what you want. All right. Let's see. We talked about that. We did that. Yeah, I think we did everything. I hope you have a lovely day. I love you.